to this. Oh, well. Well, we're filming like this then. Maybe.
I wonder if doesn't look like anybody's on there yet.
Not yet.
I wonder if you could change your
Orientation.
I actually don't know. Well,
Well, I just flipped around. All right.
we got one person.
One person. Whoever you are, you know who you are because you're the only one watching. Say hello. Tell us where you're watching from. Oh, there's 3 more now.
There we go.
They barely got out of it.
Okay.
When you guys jump on, say hello. Tell us where you're watching from. Oh, Tammy Brewer, cousin Tammy. It's Sky's cousin.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. She lives there in San Pete County. Who else? We got
Nebraska.
Larry. What's up, Larry? He's come to a few clinics. James, Oklahoma. Hey, that's your country.
Hey, Oklahoma's I'm pretty sure is my second favorite state.
Yeah.
I like Oklahoma.
You don't live that far from Oklahoma.
No, like 20 miles.
Oh,
Yeah. Pretty good state.
Nevada. That's closer to me.
Nevada.
Let's see if we can get Arkansas in here. I think somebody from Arkansas.
Oh, I hope so. Man, I hope they show up.
Yeah. As you guys are hopping on, say hello. Tell us where you're watching from. And we're going to get going here in a minute with the Mule Tip Tuesday. So if you guys got questions about mules, I got good old Clay Newcomb here.
Mountain Bill. There they are.
Jason, Alyssa. We don't know who it is. It could be Jason or Alyssa.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can tell that's Jason.
Hey, Ty. Yeah, he put exclamation marks, so probably.
I don't know.
I don't know. Fort Sumner, New Mexico.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll kind of chat for a second. It's a mystery. Mountain Bill says. Robert, hello from Idaho. Glad you're here. Well, me and old Clay, we've been chasing lions all day.
Putting in some miles, man.
We did almost just under. We might as well just call it 20. It was
20.
It was just a hair under 20. So, yeah, we put on some miles today. It was good.
Yeah.
My face is a little red.
Yep.
Windburn.
Yep.
Not really sunburn because the sun didn't come out much today.
Yeah.
But got some windburn.
It was a good day and as good a country as you could ride in.
How do you? So what are you thinking about all this Utah country?
Oh,
What do you think?
it's like being on a different planet. I mean, it's
It's
just-
totally different than
just-
Arkansas.
beautiful, rugged. I mean, just the light here is different. I don't understand it. Everything just looks different. And rock outcroppings and just the amount of backcountry in this state is phenomenal. And this is the place to ride a mule, no doubt.
This is mule country.
It really is.
When we rode 2 totally different types of terrain. Yesterday he was in crazy boulders.
Yeah.
Today more conglomerate stuff.
Yeah.
So you got talking about your geology stuff today. You kind of like that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know a lot about geology, but I'm interested in it. I mean, I feel like wherever you live, you should know the geology there. Now, I could bore you talking about the formation of the Ozarks and Washingtons. I bore Brent Reeves all the time. So I do think that you should know about Utah.
Yeah. Well, hey, I knew the word conglomerate.
Well, that's
We got
a
that.
start.
We got that. We got sandstone. I know some of that. I know some of those words.
Yeah.
But we had a good day on the mules.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, as you guys are hopping on here, if you got questions for me or Clay, just type it there in the, I guess it's the chat box. But go ahead, fire some questions away. I know Jason or Alyssa always have questions. They'll post something here.
Yeah.
I'm sure they always got questions.
Well, while we're waiting, we can tell them about our buddy that he'll remain nameless. But we did have one guy hit the ground today, and it was a.
Can we talk about what happened?
Yeah,
Okay.
he won't mind.
he's in the shower, so he'll
Yeah,
never know.
He'll never know.
He'll never know. So, I was in the back with one of the members of our party, and he rode under a tree, and it was pretty short. It caught him. All right, got kicked off, but we're back. Hey,
Back.
it's even better. There's 21.
We got 21.
We went from
Okay.
10 to 21.
Hey, everybody, we lost you for a minute.
So sorry we lost you. We're just here on regular cell service. I guess I could have hooked up to the Wi-Fi, but oh well.
So you were telling the story about our buddy that hit the
Yeah,
ground today.
I don't know how much got cut off, so I'll just start over. But we had a friend in our party here. He bit the snow. He didn't bite the dust because it wasn't dusty.
It wasn't dusty.
But he was riding, and a tree limb kind of caught him mid-chest. And the mule stopped right there. It stopped right under the tree limb, but in an awkward position where he's like leaning back over the camel. And so he's like, and he was trying to stop the mule, but the mule just took another step forward, and it was too much, and then another step forward. Like it was really, really slow, and then finally to the point where he slid out the back of the saddle. Shouldn't laugh, but it was really funny. He lived, so we can laugh.
He lived.
He slid out the back of the saddle, and he's hanging onto this tree, and the mule goes ahead and walks out from under the tree, and he's left hanging on the tree. Well, then the tree, it was a
dead tree.
A dead juniper tree. And after the mule walked out, this tree fell on him, and it was kind of a little bit of a miracle too, though, actually, because the part that fell on him was a bow in that tree branch.
Yeah.
So it took him all the way to the ground, smacked him down. He walked pretty good, but the way the tree went over him, he didn't get smashed.
Wow. That's actually the first time I've heard the full story.
Yeah.
I just knew he hit the ground, and we just kind of kept going. He was okay.
I'm like, you okay? Yeah, I'm good. Got up, got the mule. The mule was right there. The mule didn't go anywhere.
Yeah,
The mule was just like 3 steps ahead. But anyways, I'm glad he's all right.
You know, while we're waiting on any questions that you guys have, I would say that one of the most treacherous things on the last 2 days has been low hanging limbs.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you saw me the first day kind of get the same thing happened, except it was a live limb.
Yeah,
And
nothing.
the mule did good though. If the mule had got impatient or spooked with me wrestling that limb and went out from under me, it would have been a problem.
Yeah, we're not riding trails here. We're just going wherever the dogs are taking us.
Yeah.
We're out here chasing lions and having a good time filming a video for MeatEater.
Yeah.
Good old Clay Newcomb, Bear Grease. If you guys don't listen to the Bear Grease podcast, you really should. Mount Bill has a question for you. When is Clay coming to a TS Mule clinic?
Ooh, hey.
We kind of been getting one all the last 2 days.
Yeah, I've been at a TS Mule clinic all week. All week. I need to come bad.
Well, he wants to host one out in Arkansas.
Yeah, I mean, can we say that?
Yeah.
We're thinking about it. Yeah, we're seriously considering hosting one, but this schedule's pretty full for next year. So
Yeah,
maybe
2026.
27.
Mhm.
Yeah, in Northwest Arkansas. Have a clinic.
I have done clinics all over, all the states from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast, that whole block of them, but not Arkansas.
Well,
And then the little states like Rhode Island. Like, is there anybody on here from Rhode Island? I doubt it. Like, I don't
it
even
doesn't
know.
count.
Is
I
there
don't
even a
even
mule?
know if that counts as a
Is
state.
there even a mule in Rhode Island? If any of you know if there's a mule in Rhode Island, you let me know. They're in New Mexico. That's for sure. Jake McCracken. Jake McCracken. She, her and her husband Kevin, they won our Packers night, our 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh, really?
Last year they won a pack saddle. They won
nice.
a Roman home tent, packing clinic. Like they did good. We got our 12 Days of Christmas coming up here. Starts December 14th. Everybody that's signed up for a clinic, we're in my master class. They'll get in.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
We do have somebody from Maryland.
Maryland. There
Beth
you go.
from Maryland.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey guys, give me some questions. This Meal Tip Tuesday. So, if you got questions, I'm scrolling back in case we missed something when we got disconnected. I don't see nothing.
Yeah.
But if you guys got questions for me or for Clay Newcomb, then ask. Why don't you? Some of these folks might not know you. Clay was on my podcast last year. I can't remember what episode number, but it was a good one. We had fun chatting, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And he's got my favorite podcast called the Bear Grease Podcast, and it's kind of like my. I was telling you, that's like my show. That's when I want to just have fun. I listen to Bear Grease. I love
I
it.
appreciate that.
I really do, and I'm not just saying that because you're.
Well,
I really mean that. Okay, Mount Bill's got a question. Tips for riding on a hunting trip, like when we're on. Oh, that's a good question, and that's fitting for right now.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go first? Or want me to go?
You know, I'd say on a hunt like this, probably the thing you got to prepare more because you don't know how long you're going to be gone. If you're on a trail ride, a lot of times I'm making a 4-hour loop or something, and you can. There's a lot more you can predict. On a hunt like this, we leave the truck at daylight. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know when we're coming back, and I find it difficult to, especially in the winter time, to know what kind of clothing to bring, how to pack that on the mule. So I'm thinking about staying lean and like not carrying a bunch of stuff, but also and how to pack it on a mule.
Yeah.
Today I had an extra coat tied on the back, and had some stuff in my saddlebags. That's not a technical answer there, but
I'll give you mine, and then you can speak to it. So we loaded up in the trailer in the dark. You guys picked me up at 6:30. It's still dark here at 6:30 a.m. That means I had to saddle up in the dark. I got there at 5:45. Saddle up at 5:45 because I never know if McLean's going to be extra early or not because he is likely to be extra early.
Yeah.
But so I'm saddling in the dark. We load up in the dark, and I'm loading my mule up with a bunch of mules that she don't know.
Yeah.
And then it's go time. Like we're getting on and we're going. There's not time. Like we turn the dogs loose, right? And there's not really time to mess around a lot. Like let's go. And so I guess
you're not going to warm up your mule. You're not going to get out there and run through your little cycle.
My big tip is be prepared. Like you be ready to go. So the mules I selected for this trip, they're good to go. Like, so I can do all those things. I can be saddling in the dark. I can load up. We can't afford to have trailer loading problems this morning. You know what I mean? Like we can't do that.
Yeah.
That's non-negotiable.
Yeah.
And so the mules I brought for this hunting trip, and a lot of you guys know my mules. I brought Riata. Ellie let me take her mule Cupcake. I got Potato here. That's Alyssa's favorite meal, Potato.
Oh yeah.
I got Potato, and I got another mule named Dash. But all these mules are good to go. So we can get to it, have fun, and that's why I tell a lot of my students, Clay, practice while the getting is good. So when you're on those just recreation rides, like you're just having fun,
a good tip.
You're just doing your thing, that's when you train. That's when you work. That's when you practice. Take the time then to get it right because now it's go time.
Hey, I've got a tip that has a story involved in it.
Let's do it.
So I'm hunting with I'm riding somebody's mule, a mule that I've never ridden before.
Yeah.
And basically I'm taking the complete word of the person that I'm hunting with, which is Newcomb, which is a reputable guy, and I trust him.
Yeah.
But it could be a different scenario where I'm going with somebody and they're like, "Hey, this is a good broke animal," and I would just say you better trust who you're riding with, because one of my friends got seriously injured on an outfitting trip 2 weeks ago in Idaho riding an outfitter's horse. And I mean, he was in ICU, man. I mean, he had punctured lungs and broke up like every rib on one of the sides. And it was a guy that didn't have a ton of experience with horses, but basically, the horse just bolted on him when they got like half a mile from barn, and guy lost control, had a high speed wreck. And so I just think about when I got on McLean's mule today, yesterday. I mean, I had to immediately have full confidence in that animal because we started pretty hot and heavy.
Right off, just go.
Yeah, in some rough stuff, and if I had been with somebody I didn't know, I mean, shoot, I probably wouldn't have done it. I mean, I probably would have been like, nah, I'll be bringing my own mule, or I'm not riding some green broke animal, because when you get on someone else's mule, you're putting your life basically in their hands.
Yeah, you do. You're putting a lot of trust out there, but you got McLean, who's absolutely reputable. You guys, we're talking about McLean Newcomb. He's been on my podcast. You can go listen to his episode. He's got some just crazy line hunt stories. That's what this guy's done his whole life's on lines. But anyways, that's what we're talking about. And so you had his word, and then I also give you some reassurance that you're gonna be good, Clay.
Yeah,
like, you're good. You're good to go, man. Like, don't worry. And that hopefully that holds a lot of weight. But got some comments on there. Can you read them?
Yeah. So we've got let's see.
You read this bottom of Kevin?
Yeah.
Go Kevin Ackerman.
Yeah. Hey Ty, thanks for having Clay. Been watching Clay for a long time. Oh, okay. I thought it was a question.
He's been watching you.
Hey, thanks, man. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, if you guys don't listen to Bear Grease, or you can go watch. You've been filming all your podcasts. They can find them.
Yeah.
But go find them. Like, that's awesome. There's not very many guys that are in the hunting industry and the film industry, this media, that have mules.
Yeah.
I was telling you that somebody the other day at a clinic, or not a clinic, at home, I told them I was coming down. They said, "Oh, you're going with the Mule MeatEater guy." I'm like, well, he's the mule guy on MeatEater. He doesn't eat mule meat.
That's right. The Mule MeatEater.
the Mule MeatEater guy.
That's one thing I hadn't eaten. I've eaten quite a bit of stuff. I hadn't had mule yet.
Yeah. So
I can kind of see a scenario when you might have to eat one though.
Yeah,
Get way in the back country, something bad happens.
The Apache, they love mule meat. We're kind of down in Apache country, not far. What else we got on there?
Somebody, the Mountain Built says you need to come hunt squirrels with me. Yeah, we've been talking about it for sure.
I do. Yeah, we've been chatting about it. I'm gonna make that a priority. I want to go ride that country. Yeah,
I told them they could come too.
Hey, there you go.
I did.
Well, they're my filming crew. They're my Mount Built. They're working full time for me now. They're filming and doing all my editing and running all this. So yeah, we'll bring them. They'll love it. They'll love it. Tell you what. Oh, we've got another one here. I missed it. What are you guys hunting? So, this is Kevin Griner. So, Kevin, we are hunting line. We're filming.
Yeah, we're making an episode that'll eventually be on the MeatEater YouTube channel, and then probably next spring sometime. And we had a good hunt. We treated a nice line today. We didn't kill it. We chose to let it go. It was a good tom, but
wasn't that just so? That was just a cool moment.
Is that the first one you've seen in the tree?
Yeah. I mean, I told you, I went a long time ago, but I mean, I don't even remember. I was a kid, and I was just thinking about how cold it was.
Yeah.
But
I was thinking about that today too, though.
Yeah, it got a little cold a couple times today, But so seeing that lion in that tree, that was so cool for me. Like, and we're looking up at it, and it's looking down at us. It kept eyeing you. It was wondering what you was going to decide to do.
Yeah, it could tell. It was like,
are
that's
you
the guy.
Make a choice here, but but just Hunter said it was probably between a 2 and 3 year old tom, and just a gorgeous lion. What a cool guy.
Yeah,
like, it gives me so much respect for these creatures.
Where they live and how they make a living, how difficult they are to find. I mean, you just don't see lions crossing the road, and when you're out and about, even in lion country, you just don't see them unless you're treating them with dogs.
What else we got?
What's the difference between dry ground lion hunting in the West and hunting in Arkansas? I have a lot of family from Mena, up to St. Joe, that haven't ever hunted in that country. There's really nothing comparable in Arkansas, I'd say, to dry ground line hunting. Dry ground line hunting in the hound world is kind of like the NBA of those dogs are just in a category of their own. Now, there's stuff that's just as. I mean, there's a lot of people are using dogs in the South for bear hunting in the Appalachians, which that's a game all of its own. That's really cool, really difficult. We're using dogs for squirrels. Guys are hunting hogs with dogs in the South, but there's really nothing that comparable. Other than I told Ty, if he comes and squirrel hunts with us in Arkansas, it'll be about the same thing. I mean, we'll ride all day and just watch our dogs hunt.
That's so cool.
I mean, it's a little more laid back. The country's not as rough. It's a lot of action, a lot of shooting, but you get to see a lot of country.
Yeah. What was cool about today, today and yesterday, was that we could just ride. I mean, we were just on a great ride, like a really good ride, and then the bonus was having that line.
Yeah.
We got more questions?
What's your go-to for hauling a bow on a mule? That's a good one.
There you go.
I've got a compound bow scabbard. Have you seen those, Ty? Somebody made it for me, but it goes underneath the stirrup, and it's basically like just a big bow-shaped, thick fabric case, like a saddlebag, but padded, like a pannier, but padded, and it has an open end, and you slide your bow in the back, and you kind of buckle it together, and it rides right here, and they're pretty good, other than that, it kind of makes your leg.
So it rides up on the shoulder. It's riding up on the shoulder.
Yeah. So
ahead of you.
It just parallels the saddle.
Okay.
Like the front of the bow is at the front of the saddle.
Okay.
And the back of it kind of sticks out the back.
Yeah.
And I've used them, not a lot, but on an elk hunt, I used it and it was protected the bow. Worked good. It's hard to. I also have a traditional bow that is a breakdown bow, and when quite a bit, I carried that bow on a mule. You break it in half and just put it in your backpack.
Oh, that's nice.
So you're riding, you got your bow kind of sticking out of your back.
I'll have to figure that out one of these days, Clay, because I was telling you about I got a bow now, and I want to learn how to shoot it, and so I'm going to be probably asking you for some tips on that stuff.
Yeah.
So. Now, does Clay have tips for folks who are new to hunting with equine? It's a little intimidating for a newbie.
Yeah. I started off in mules kind of by myself. Like I didn't really have anybody really helping me at first. And I just rode a lot. I knew that to become proficient and comfortable with anything, you just had to, you couldn't show up on the day you wanted the animal to perform and expect it to if you hadn't done a lot of stuff at home. I mean, kind of like what you were saying.
Yeah,
and so, I mean, I just rode a lot, and there's a period of time starting from zero to becoming proficient where I had to overcome quite a bit of intimidation, and especially when I first started. I was riding animals that weren't very good, they weren't very safe to begin with, and so I had to kind of overcome that. But tips, well, do you have any tips for newbies with hunting on equines?
Well, it goes along with kind of what I was talking about earlier, really, though. It's like what goes along with hunting. So today, more or less, we were on a really intense ride, and so it was the riding was the main thing, but then like skills that mule needed today was standing tied.
Yeah,
that was an important skill. And if you're gonna be hunting with your horses, your mules, you guys, they're gonna be standing tied up. Like that's just it doesn't matter. We're hunting lions here, but if you're hunting elk, okay, you're gonna ride to some spot. And then you're probably going to hike up to a spot to glass. And elk are, I mean, that's a whole different deal than the lions. So, like, if you're gonna scout elk in this drainage, you should be leaving your mule over the ridge behind them, going up over.
You might be leaving it there for a half a day
Yeah,
or more.
so they need to stand tight and safely tightened. Not just, I'm not just talking about like not pawing stuff, but they need to know how to just stand quiet and be safe and not move around and get caught up in ropes. Another thing we do a lot, my dad did this a lot when we'd high line. So we'd take a high line, and there's some places that are a little bit more particular, like, I mean, you're not supposed to tie to trees. So you put up the high line, and they need to be able to stand on the high line.
One of my first the first mule I ever had, I went hunting back in a remote place in Arkansas. I probably never told you this story, Ty. Left it tied, probably at 10 o'clock in the morning, came back at dark, and I'd taken the saddle off of the mule, which I probably wouldn't do today. I probably would have just left it on. But and the mule had chewed the lead rope.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The mule was gone.
Yeah.
Like completely gone.
Just the rope in your saddle. Huh?
Yes. And we were way back. We're actually in a wilderness area, and I had I don't know how old he was. He was 7 or 8. My son Bear with me. We come back and it's dark, and we got no mule. And we got this saddle, and it's a long funny story, but I ended up catching the mule the next day back at my camp.
Oh man.
Came back to the camp, but I learned a lot about tying an animal. I mean, I've never had a mule do that since, but that mule would chew the lead rope.
Yeah. Well, you're not the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that happens to us all the time. Not necessarily on a trip like that, but like just having them tied up, not paying attention for a while. They'll chew on stuff. I was at a clinic. Well, with this, you met my mule Potato.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was working with somebody, and I left Potato tied up along the fence, and I'm busy. And next thing I know, Potato's she's heading out. She's going back. She's just going home. Mm-hmm. She untied herself. So, anyways,
it's not a good feeling.
They need to know how to stand up and not do stuff.
One time, me and Bear Newcomb, he was 14. We were in Colorado, and we stopped. I was on Izzy, and he was on a mule that we had named Ace, and we stopped in a big open area to look at some elk sign. And we had been riding the mules; they were tired, and Izzy's pretty good to just stand there. And so when we got off, I said, you know what? I'm going to tie Ace to Izzy. Just kind of tie them together. And I was like, we're not going far. They're going to be fine. We stepped away from those mules, and Ace just like took off and starts dragging Izzy.
Oh, no.
And what do? I run towards them, to try to catch them. And I grab a lead rope, and it's the only time Izzy's ever kicked me on purpose. I was standing in front of her. I still don't quite know the physics of it, but she was like in front of me, and she with her back leg like reared up.
Yeah.
And I mean, she was just spooked because I ran at her and grabbed her.
Yeah.
And it didn't hurt, but she just kind of popped me on the leg. And then they got loose, and they both take off down the mountain full speed, tied together. It was a train wreck. And finally, they got hung up on a little pine, probably 300 yards down there. But we were way in the back country. I mean, it was a big mistake. Oh, man. I should have just found a way to time.
Well, we've had pack mules go like that, but we have breakaways on the packs. Like a belling twine, and so like if they hit something, it's gonna pop.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty sick feeling with senior pack string going bye bye.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It is.
There's a good question. Did it take you a while to get your mules used to dogs?
Man, I mean, so we're squirrel hunting back home, so my mules are around squirrel dogs all the time, and no, it doesn't take them much time at all. I mean, there's nothing that I've done to my mules. I mean, you just go hunting.
Yeah, and it's easier when you have a purpose or a job where you're riding somewhere, you're riding to something, or you're doing obstacles, and you got the dogs there. We got a dog. She's a pointer lab cross. And that's the best training tool I've ever had, because that dog just, the mix between the lab and the pointer heads out, the lab's like, what do you need?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she'll go out and come back, go out and come back, and she just zigzags through those mules. It's so good.
Yeah.
You know, I did have a little trouble today, which was actually surprising to me. When at the end when we was riding home,
And those dogs are right in front of you.
Well, no, when they're all right around her heels, like they were bumping into her heels.
Oh,
And,
she didn't
and
like that.
she kind of swatted at one.
Yeah,
And they were,
yeah,
you know,
yep.
she didn't she didn't kick it,
Yeah.
but she just kind of swatted at one, and so I checked her out and got her back. You know, said we don't do this here, but I could see that being a problem.
Well,
Those hounds just pack up.
I say that we did the young mule that Bear's, my son Bear has been riding, that he trained. The first time that we hunted with her with big dogs, with hounds, we went on bear hunt in New Mexico. She kicked the dog a couple times, and but I don't know, they kind of just get over it. You know, they kind of just
you ride on.
yeah.
And good thing those hounds are so tough. You're just gonna take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, got anything else on here, Clay? Jake McCracken's got a good question. I'll answer that one. Knowing what you know now, would you change? What would you change hunting on mules? Would you do something different now, or your next mule that you?
Man, I mean, I guess I'm not fully following the question. Like what mistakes did I make early?
Probably.
Yeah.
I know one, and this is something I learned more, you know, hunting with my dad and things is exposure to hides, and you know when you've processed the game, so you've skinned and you've got your meat cut up, whatever, however, quartered out, whatever you're gonna do, and having that, you know. I mean, I've seen my dad just, and I've seen you pack out stuff. All your squirrels will like just throw a buck over the saddle, and it was, you know, there were times it was a bit of a rodeo, and now, you know, whenever people ask me about that type of stuff, I'll say, hey, you know what? Either you need to know that mule is gonna accept that, or process your game differently, like. If you got a mule that is snorty about the meat or the blood or the smell, whatever, well, process your animal, wrap it up, pack it up, package it, whatever you need to do to because you can have a mule that's right on the edge of it could be a good hunt mule or this could go downhill. Yeah. And one dumb little experience
can hurt it.
You know, you think, oh, well, I'll just throw this on. Well, then you end up getting in this wreck. And it could have been all right if we would just took a little more time. And I get there's circumstances that you got to get stuff done. But not always. And it's pretty rare. So,
you know, I hear people say, and I know we're probably going to be closing down soon, but
yeah, we're about done.
I've heard a lot of people say, oh, that mule won't carry a deer. That mule would never do that or never do that. I think most of them you could get to carry game. Yeah,
I'm pretty optimistic, like about all training things. Like, there's very few that I've failed on. The ones I've failed on, I've learned from now, and I won't make the same mistakes again. Yeah. And so with every mule, I have more optimism. Like, oh, we can do this, but it's going through that process and doing stuff right. You know, like when it comes to packing game out, for example. I mean, my number one suggestion to people is get your mule bro, get them handy. Like, you need to have control of this thing. Can you move its body? Can you move its feet? Do you have long story short, control. Because if we don't have control, it doesn't matter how much exposure you give them. It doesn't matter how much you put in front of them. If you don't have control of those feet, well, then it doesn't matter. So that's number one. Mm-hmm. And then take the time it takes to expose them, and don't throw it all at them at one time. You know, get them ready. So that makes a good mule. But well, we're about out of time, guys. I appreciate you guys jumping on. Clay, before we sign off, tell them where they can find you and find
Yeah,
the
so-
podcast, find all the things.
Yeah, so I have a podcast called Bear Grease, and you can find it anywhere you find podcasts. We produce a weekly podcast. It's a documentary style podcast every other week, like a unique story, a produced podcast, and then every other week it is what we call the Bear Grease Render, which is a little bit more informal, conversational podcast where we talk about the previous week's podcast. But you can check us out there, and you can find a lot of our stuff, a lot of our videos on the MeatEater YouTube channel. There's a lot of stuff on there, but you'll find some mule stuff. Me and my son, if you want a cool mule video, I took my son Bear. We went to Montana bear hunting. Hauled our mules up there, and if you just typed in Clay Newcomb Montana bear hunt MeatEater, you'd probably find that
Yeah,
episode.
yeah, it's awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much. I got a final question for you, Clay.
Okay.
One more question. Ready for this?
Oh, I think I know what you're gonna ask
Answer
me.
this. Okay. I think I got Clay trained. Let's test him. And you guys can answer at the same time. But what day is it?
What day is it? Oh, it's the best day ever.
Ah, he's got it.
Best day ever, which is true.
This is the best day ever, guys. The best day ever, and also the blessed day ever.
Blessed day ever.
So,
hey, you know the other little cute phrase that Ty Evans is going to use next time, and y'all will know that it came from me, is that lying miles don't lie on the back of a mule.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. Okay, guys. Hey, God bless y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you later. Have a good night.